Hey everyone. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the box sizing property in CSS. This property affects the sizing calculations of a box element. It can be confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's a game changer. First, let's understand how the box sizing property works. The default value is content box. This means that the width and height properties only apply to the content of the element, and the padding and border are added to the total width and height of the element. However, if you set the value of box sizing to border box, the width and the height properties will include the padding and the border of the element, making it much easier to size elements. Let's see this in action. Following along from the previous videos, you should already have the index.html file set up to point to an external CSS file. If you do not already have this set up, pause the video and take a moment to add the code to your index.html file, as well as create a separate file called styles.css inside a CSS folder. I've also included links in the description where you can find the code to get you started. Open Live Server if you don't already have it open. First, in the index.html file, let's add a few elements. H1 box sizing. Let me do a div, give it an ID of content box. And inside the div, the paragraph, this is the default box sizing of content box. And let me add a second div. Give this one an ID of no box sizing. And here, paragraph, this has no box sizing property and is the same as the previous example. Now let me add a third div, give it an ID of border box, and a paragraph. This is box sizing of border box. And over in the styles.css file, let's add some basic styling to the paragraph and div elements. Give the text color and the paragraphs a white color. And for the div, let's give it a width 150 pixels, height of 150 pixels. You're not really going to be able to see the text because the text color is white, but we'll take care of that in a second. And then next, let's add some styles to the IDs to highlight the differences between the different box sizing settings. So for the content box, let's make the background color blue. And let's set the box sizing to content box. And let's add some padding, 10 pixels. And then for the ID of no box sizing, let's do this. Let's do something similar. Give it a background color, red, and just give it some padding of 10 pixels. You can see they look pretty much exactly the same in terms of size. Next, let's look at what border box looks like. Here, give it a background color of green and a box sizing of border box, and also some padding, 10 pixels. In this case, the width and the height include the padding built into it, so it doesn't cause the element to grow like it did in these two cases. Now I can showcase that by commenting this out, and now it'll be the same size as the border box. The box sizing property is especially useful when working with responsive layouts. By setting box sizing to border box, we can ensure that elements will remain the same size regardless of any padding or borders we add. That's it for today's video on the box sizing property in CSS. Remember, the default value is content box, but you can change it to border box to include padding and border in the sizing calculations of an element. It may seem like a small detail, but it can make a big difference in the design and layout of your web pages. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the description for additional resources to learn more about this subject. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below.